Hey everyone, it's Jenny Garcia from earthyscrap.blogspot.com and earthyscrap on Facebook, and in this video I'll be sharing how to make a shaker bookmark. And I'm going to be using items from Pretty Little Studio, and all of these gorgeous sequins are from Pretty Little Studio too. I also have these Martha Stewart shaped sequins or shapes of stars and hearts, and some chunky glitter that is just from Michaels and Art Glitter. And I have a little funnel that I got like a long time ago. It helps a lot with pouring inside. And I also have my fuse tool, and I use a page protector, just the ones that I sometimes I do 6x12 page protectors, and that other 6x12 left I save for little projects like this. And when I fuse my pocket, especially if I use fine glitter or chunky glitter, I actually don't recommend fine glitter because it will come through the little spaces, but I do 3 lines on each side, left, right, and at the bottom. And after I am done filling up my page protector, I do it on top too. And in this one I'm gonna use glitter. You don't really have to put glitter inside. I also added some felt hearts that I cut with my Lawn Fawn die, and I went a little over, actually a lot overboard with the glitter on this shaker pocket. And the thing about that art glitter is that it really gets stuck to the page protector, so then you can't really remove it. Then I'm adding some shapes from Martha Stewart. And as you add things into your pocket, you want to keep moving everything and mixing it up. And I have a lot of sequins from Pretty Little Studio. I really love them. They're really pretty. If you are not confident in your mixing abilities or you just want something that's easier, you can grab one of the mixes that they sell in Spiegelbaum scraps. Also, Serena B has some in her store. They're really beautiful, but I really enjoy the mixing process, so I normally do it myself. And even when I use the Spiegelbaum scraps sequence, I also add other sequins. And not all sequins go through that funnel, but I like to put it there so that way I can have like a little scoop so I can dump my sequins into the pocket. And I'm looking for some paper to put at the top and bottom. And for this pocket, I'm gonna be using the Sweet Life collection from Mariam Perez. I hope I don't, yeah. And I'm also gonna add a few die cuts from this collection inside the pocket, and I'm gonna glue them back to back. That way, either way you look at this bookmark, you don't see any blank spaces. If you don't mind, then that's fine, but I mind a little, not that much. So I do it double-sided, and then I added more hearts. And I also like to add acrylic and resin pieces too. And here I'm sealing my pocket. Like I said, I'm gonna do it 3 or 4 times. You're not gonna see that part really, so you can do it as much as you can. And once it's sealed, I'm gonna move the whole thing and shake it even more. And this is for the from the 4x6, actually 6x4 paper pack from Pretty Little Studio. And I'm gonna, the width of the pocket is 3 inches, which it's a little bit over 3 inches actually, and the tall is 1.5 inches. And I'm gonna be using the Tombow Extreme Permanent Adhesive. This is the best adhesive for this because it's perfect for gluing on plastic and acrylic pieces and things like that. And I use a lot because I don't want it to come off. I've never had paper come off of one of my bookmarks, and I've made a lot of them. so you don't have to worry about that. And I love that adhesive because it's like the red line tape, but in a runner, so it's a lot easier. And I'm gonna be using the Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue to glue these pom-poms from Maynard's at the bottom. And then I wanted to add a little die cut, a little something extra to the top. And I'm also gonna be adding twine. I like to add twine to the top of my bookmarks, and I'm using the foam tape to give a little dimension to that die cut that I put on the top. And I wanted a little something at the bottom, but not something not too flashy, so I'm using a flower die cut from the flowers die cut pack. This is like, I have a bunch of random pieces of twine in my stash from projects that I do when I do making takes. So this is what I was trying to use. I would have used maybe longer twine, but this one is fine too. It doesn't need to be that long, it just needs to peek a little bit, that way you have a place to grab it and put in your book. And this is how it looks. It's really simple to make, and I love to make this whenever I give someone a book as a present. I make them one of these bookmarks, and I also left a few in my local library for people to find. And I'm going to be doing the same process here. I'm just going to use different papers. I'm going to be using the XOXO collection from Hello Heather for Pretty Little Studio, and I'm going to start by sealing. I'm going to put 3 lines using my fuse, and make sure you wait a long time for your fuse to warm up, to really heat, because sometimes the fuse won't seal the pocket well because it hasn't been on a long time. So normally that's the first thing I do is I connect my fuse, and then while I gather everything and I get prepared to make the video or the project, the heat tool is warming up. And in this one I didn't use glitter, and I actually like this one better without the glitter. And also the little Martha Stewart pieces help a lot. And the Pretty Little Studio sequence, like the majority of them are 99 cents. They're really cheap and they're not that many. I have a few from Hobby Lobby and there's so many. I mean, it's pretty cheap too. It's around the same price ratio, but it's too much. There's no way I'm gonna be using all those sequins unless I do a shaker pocket every single week. I'm just trying to combine different papers together. Not papers, sequins. And I have a little case full of other sequins, including the ones from Hobby Lobby. And you can see the little boxes right on my table, and I love that container. I'm gonna link it in the description box in case you've been wanting to organize your sequins. And I love these sequins. When I make my December daily, I always do at least like 5 shaker pockets, and I love these sequins for that. And as you can see, I add a few sequins and then I shake it a little bit, and I keep mixing and mixing. Otherwise, that you have this big, like, divided pink sequins, white sequins. Here it's all a mix, because once you add either resin pieces or die cuts, it's going to be a little harder to move. And you just keep adding until you feel it's right. If you feel like They need a little bit more green. As you can see, I added a resin camera from Freckle Fawn, and I added 2 little buttons. Buttons are cute things to add to it too. Felt hearts. And then I'm gonna seal my pocket. That way I can really shake it without anything coming out. And I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna cut my paper at 1.5 inches tall, and it's like 3 inches wide. And I'm gonna be using the same adhesive. I can't recommend another adhesive for this. This is truly the best one for the job. And if you like to glue wood veneers or flare buttons to your projects, I like this one too. I like my liquid glues, but I'm lazy and I know that they require a little bit of time to dry. So the fact that this one is just a runner, it's so easy for me. I love these pom-poms from Maynard's. I have them in cream, white, pink, and yellow. They're just so pretty. And don't get stingy with the adhesive, otherwise it will come off. And I was looking through this 2x2 paper pack to see what I could use, and then I chose 2 of those and I cut them using my stitch circle die from Lawn Fawn. I'm going to be adding a few stickers. I love the little word stickers from Pretty Little Studio. I would use them on everything. And this collection is fairly new, and I've used a lot of the stickers. This collection is like one of my favorites. I think that Heather is one of my favorite designers for Pretty Little Studio. I don't know, everything she makes is so beautiful. And also, I believe the collection is called Sunny Memories. Is up for pre-order. I already pre-ordered mine, and it has purple, and that one is designed by Senia A, because I am not gonna mess up her last name. And in this one, instead of using twine, I'm gonna be using ribbon, also from Maynard's. This is just a chevron pattern, also really pretty. I'm gonna be using more foam tape to pop that circle up. And I spent some time fighting that little camera so it would move in the hearts, and this is how the bookmark looks. And I like this one better than the other one, and I think it's without the glitter I can see through even more, so I like it more. And here I'm gonna show you the other one so you can compare. They're both really pretty and they're fairly easy to make, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I'll be back soon with more Project Life videos. I just had to get this one out of the way because I've been planning to do this tutorial for a while and I keep forgetting. So thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.